check, baby, 1, 2, 3. Hi guys, Dom here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing Sketchbook series episode number 4. Now this is just a sketch of my comic book character. Her nickname is Cat. We'll go with Cat. I'm not sure if I should keep telling her full name because I don't know if I'm gonna change it or not, but so I'm sketching out Cat and I'm doing a splash page. So a splash I can't talk, dear God. A splash page is usually a page in a comic book that kind of either separates the main chapters or it separates what is that? It can kind of hold like how can I describe this? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. It can show off like a main event of an action scene or add emphasis to a scene. So like if they're like, oh, you're the only one that I love, and then you turn the page and it's like them kissing, it's like that. It's like the focal point of an event, or it can be the focal point of a chapter, an introduction of a chapter. It can sometimes add suspense to a certain area of a comic or of a story, and then sometimes it can just be there for decoration. So mine's is going to be there for decoration. I noticed that a lot of manga tends to, and manga isn't like, you know, Japanese or is it manhwa, so the Korean comics, it tends to be like the focal point of like chapters, like the opening parts of chapters, and it doesn't always have to make sense. I recently read a Not Suitable for Work comic, and their splash page was of them dressed up like they were in a video game and they were going on like a mission, even though like the main characters were video game players, which I thought was cool. That was a little way to tie it back, but it doesn't always have to make sense to the story. It could be just like a cool way to show like what you want to draw. But I noticed American comics, especially with like DC, like with Batman, or like with Marvel with Spider-Man, right? They tend to showcase like a dramatic scene, you know, Batman overlooking Gotham City, or like Spider-Man swinging from the sky with Mary Jane in his arm or something like that. It's usually cases of that nature, but I tend to make splash pages based off of manga stuff, just like how my character looks. So I have fun doing that. Her eyes, if you can see it from here, her eyes are very reminiscent of Sailor Moon, but I changed the highlights a bit, so it's a little bit different. Her eyes are very important to the story, and we'll get to that eventually. We got like a close-up going on there. I did pigtails for her because I used to wear like pigtails and stuff all the time with the little hair knockers. So yeah, everybody's like, that reminds me of Sailor Moon. I'm like, oh my god, every girl used to wear pigtails. Get out of here. But she just decides to wear them in high school, so you know. She does have gauges like I do, so I really like that. And her little upturned mouth, and her little nose. I really love my character. I've been drawing her since I was like 13. I'm an old little lady now. Oh, little lady. So yeah, so I just like tweaking her and all that stuff. I'm probably gonna try, I was supposed to have this up at least a few chapters by the end of last year, and I'm probably just gonna knock it out and get it up sometime this year. I'm gonna keep making my splash pages and working on the comic on top of me moving and possibly studying in Korea this year. It's just a lot, so I'll figure it out. Yeah, right now I'm just sketching along. I was actually looking at Pinterest at different flowers to make. So I was actually drawing out lilies and sunflowers. I wanted to draw a ton of sunflowers with her, but no, absolutely not. It was just difficult. So this splash page is just going to be her and a bunch of flowers. I didn't want to draw her holding the flowers or whatever. And maybe next time I'll think of a fun little bouquet to put around her or near her, or characters handing it to her, anything of that nature. But yeah, I like trying to step out my comfort zone a little bit and draw some flowers. I don't know what kind of flower this is, but I was trying to do like a very quick version of like baby's breath. But there tends to be like, I don't know if there's like bells. There's something bells. I can't remember, but I was trying to draw those out. I was like, oh my god, these flowers are difficult. And I was just like, you know, when I go to ink this, I'm probably just gonna hurry up and do a bunch of circles. Like, the picture doesn't have to be like super perfect unless I wanted an extreme detail, which I kind of didn't. So yeah, those flowers are kind of hard. But this was super fun to draw. If you guys have any ideas of what I should draw like comic book wise, let me know. Maybe write it down in the comments. I don't know. So that's what we have so far, halfway pencil inked. Okay, so we got most of it done right here. So what I mean by pencil inked is like, I draw pretty heavy-handed, and I tend to try to do really, really light sketches. And then I go over with pencil where the light and shadow should be. I didn't do too much with the light and shadow with that because I'm just inking, as you can see. I was like, I'm gonna erase all this like nice shadow. One thing that I did do that I really love is I cross-hatched the inside of her eye instead of just filling it in. And filling it in is like, it's satisfying, but I didn't want to do that. So cross-hatching looks really cool in her eyes, so I'm just going through and inking, and I have different what is that, inking pen tips, different sizes. So because they're different sizes, they give off different weights, and you know, by weight I mean like a heavier line versus a lighter one. And usually you do a heavier line if it's closest, and then a lighter line if it's far away or like small in detail. So I tried to stick with that. I didn't realize that's what my hand looks like when I'm drawing. Like, what? Also too, what I'm trying to do is do longer lines. I know I know people are so used to doing digital line work, and that's all great, but it's really fun to figure out how to do actual line work. And every now and then I would make a mistake, but I can just go over it and fix it. But what you do when you do actual line work is you move your hand, like you hold it on the page and you move it across without lifting it, which is kind of hard to do, but that's the only way you don't get like such a wobbly line. There are some places where I was like, oh god, I'm getting wobbly lines, but I just took my time and went over it if I had to and made it like a part of the shadow of the shape than to look at it as a mess up. So let me tell you, inking is not easy, but I feel like it's really satisfying. And if you take your time and just chill out and listen to music. It can be really fun and soothing. So, but also you don't want to mess up. So I also took a picture of my picture before I inked it, because it's like, you mess up. So I don't know what I was doing. I'm taking awfully long, but now you can see what the picture looks like. I think I was changing the channel because at some point I was watching TV. We can speed up through that. Let's see. So I think I just went and got a smaller nib, and I'm just gonna draw. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the music. I have been talking a while. While we're at it, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you wanna. Please, that would mean the world to me. I also have a Ko-Fi that I have started, and hopefully I can get some tiers set up so we can have some fun. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I want to make it a little bit more fun while I still, learn and do what I want to do. But yeah, I'll link my Ko-Fi, my website, which is chromaartblogg.com, and all my other social media handles. But I'm usually on like my Facebook art page, Ko-Fi now, and sometimes Twitter. I'm really on Twitter for BTS, like, let's be real. Oh, and I have an art Instagram too, so I'll be on there, but you can mainly find me on my Facebook, website, or my Ko-Fi. I still have to set up my newsletter for my art page, so please bear with me with that. I didn't realize how much of the back end with emails and paperwork you have to handle with the newsletter, so I'm just trying to figure that out. It's a lot of fun though. It's a lot of analytical fun, but yeah. I waited for that freaking daisy or sunflower or whatever it is last. I said, oh my god, no, it's difficult. Well, the picture is almost done. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow my links to my website and my Ko-Fi, Instagram, and Facebook. I love this picture so much. I'm gonna do more splash pages and maybe walk you through a process of my comic book stuff and do more sketches. If you have any ideas for any sketches, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. I'm just erasing all of the pencil mark. Ugh, I really like the pencil. I'm such a traditional illustrator, it's ridiculous. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!